Hello friends, I'm Dr. Ramesh Tangavel from AIML Astrology YouTube channel, a channel dedicated to learning mathematical astrology using MS Excel software. In today's session, we are going to look at conversion of times between two different systems. If you look at any old horoscope, times in those horoscopes would be typically written in Ghati, minute, and second system. If you want to convert or if you want to recast those horoscopes in the modern day astrology software for any additional calculations, then you need to convert that Ghati system based time to a 24-hour scale time that is commonly used in any astrological software. Today, we are going to look at the basic mathematics behind this conversion. And after that, we are also going to look at how do we implement the same using Microsoft Excel software. In Indian astrology, the day starts at the beginning of sunrise. A day is equally divided into 60 gatis, and the day begins at a sunrise. One gati will be equivalent to 24 minutes. 2.5 gatis together will constitute an hour. If somebody is born with a specific gati and minute second, we need to convert those gatis into numerical gatis and then apply a conversion factor to change the time scale from gati to hour. After conversion, we need to add those hours to the sunrise time. This will give a person's birth time as per modern timelines. This is what we are going to see today. As an example, I am showing here a sunrise time for Bangalore, which is morning 6 hours, 50 minutes and 8 seconds. I have also given a birth time for a person in Janma Ghatis. So this person is born at the time of 23rd Ghati, 33 minutes and 1 second as per the Ghati system. If you convert that, that will be equivalent to 23.55 numerical Ghatis. If you convert this Janma Ghati to an hour system, that would be equivalent to evening 4 hours, 15 minutes and 20 seconds. I have shown here the birth time as per the astrology software, and I have also shown the same Gati that we were talking about now. If you look at any astrology software, they don't use any Gati system. So at times you will need to convert the Gatis to hours and minutes to cast or recast the horoscope again. Now we are going to look at an Excel demonstration that will show you how to actually do this conversion and create a template which can be used for repeated purposes later. We are in the Excel demonstration now. I have shown the conversion factors here. An hour consists of 60 minutes and 3600 seconds. 24 hours would be equivalent to 1440 minutes, which is equivalent to 86,400 seconds as per the modern time system. As per the olden system, there are 60 gatis in a day, and each gati consists of 60 minutes, and each minute consists of 60 seconds. Take the olden system of 60 gatis, it would be equivalent to 3600 minutes of the olden minutes, which is equivalent to 2,16,000 seconds as per the olden Ghati system. If you compare the numbers between the modern time frame and olden time frame, you can see that the olden time frame is more granular in breaking up the time in a day. Now, I want to show you how to set up the data entry framework for this calculation. If you look at one of the cells here, I have an underlying value of 1 Ghati, 0 minute and 0 seconds. But when I press the enter, it shows up to me as this way. And this can be easily set up by pressing Control 1 and then getting into the custom format under number. And then under the type, you can mention the way you want this number to show up after making an entry. I have applied this particular format. The same format has been applied for both cells. You can customize it as per your wish. After setting up this entry, I am calculating a formula using the length function to find out number of characters that I have entered here. If you double click on this cell, you can see that I have used the function len to calculate number of characters within a cell. You can see that this particular cell C14 has 5 characters and C15 has 6 characters. You will understand why I am calculating the length now. Since the time entry consists of 3 components, I want to segregate the components into Ghati, minute, second, and then I want to apply the conversion factor to make them uniform numerically. The first thing I'm doing here is to break up the Ghati section, followed by minute section, and followed by the second section. Now let us look at the formula for Ghati. Here I am introducing you to the ifs function in Excel. Ifs function is an improvement over the old if function. In the ifs function, you will have 2 sets of arguments for every condition. The first one will be a logical test where you will evaluate certain condition, and then if the condition is true, you will apply some processing if that condition holds good. If the condition is not holding good, you will test for another condition, and then if that condition holds good, then you will perform certain operations. Similarly, this if logic can be extended to any number of conditional processing. In this formula, I am calculating the length of characters. If the length of character exceeds 5 or 6, then I perform certain operations. If the length of the characters is less than or equal to 4, which is equivalent to no Ghati information, only minutes and seconds are available, then I'm calling that out into 0. You can try this out. This will give me a Ghati of 1, which can be easily validated here. Now, I am getting into the second component, which is the minute section of the Ghati timescale. In this section, again, I'm using the same argument of length, and then I'm picking up middle portion of a particular cell. If this particular cell C14 contains length of 6, I perform a mid function. And whatever the output I am getting, I am dividing that by 60, since 1 Ghati is equivalent to 60 minutes. And what we are trying to do here is to convert all the minutes and seconds to Ghatis. Hence, I am dividing this number by 60. In our example, since the length of the cell is 5, this particular component of if will be operational and will produce the results required. Here, I am calculating 2 characters, starting at 2 characters and ending at two more characters. So this would be 0, 0 that you see here, that will be evaluated, and that output will be shown to us here. Now let us move on to the last component, which is the seconds component. I am using a different approach here. I am evaluating the character length. If the character length is more than 2, I'm taking the right 2 characters and then dividing that by 3600. Why 3600? Because one Ghati is equal to 60 minutes and 60 minutes equal to 3600 seconds. Hence, I am converting all the numbers to the equivalent of Ghati. I am dividing this by 3600 here. Similarly, I have copied down the formula here, and you can see for any given Ghati minute seconds that I enter here, the numerical conversion happen here. Now, once all the numerical conversion has happened, I am just going to add them up to get the numerical Ghatis. In the example shown here, which is 23.55 Janma Ghatis, so I have applied 23 Ghatis, 33 minutes and 1 second. It could be 0 second or 1 second. I've just applied 1 second here just to show how this calculation works here. Now, we are going to do the second section of the formula, which is converting the numerical Ghatis into hours. How that can be done? Simply by dividing the sum of this number by 60. Now, we are into the last step of the calculation. We have the sunrise time, and then now we know how much time we need to add in terms of hours to the sunrise to calculate the birth time. So I have used the formula. I have taken the sunrise time, and then I have added the time based on Ghati, and then that would provide me the actual birth time for the native. Now let us play around with one more example. Let us take a 30 Ghatis, which is equivalent to 12 hours. Here you can see that the calculation converts the Ghatis as expected, and it is adding as 12 hours of time here. One thing you need to notice is that when the Ghatis exceed 50, then you will get a time frame in the next day. Since the sunrise happens at 6:50, this time actually indicates one day after the midnight of the sunrise. So you have to also add another day when you calculate the time frame, modern system. So far, I have demonstrated to you how to combine different functions of Excel to create a template that can be used to convert Ghati system of time to 24-hour minute or system of modern times. This may not be frequently useful for you, but when you come across any old horoscopes, this conversion formula will be very handy for you. In our next session, I will teach you how to cast a horoscope more reliably, considering different birth elements as well as geographic location. If you like these lessons, feel welcome to share with your friends and family who are interested to learn astrology. Thank you for taking time to watch this lesson today. See you soon.